Welcome back to CP24 Breakfast, and consider this your spoiler alert. The winning team was announced last night on the Amazing Race Canada. Take a look. And with that, Jesse and Jonathan, the team from Vancouver walks away as the winners of Season 11 for the Amazing Race Canada. And joining us to talk about their experience on the show are Jesse and Jonathan. Good morning to you both. Congratulations. I have this perma smile on my face because, my goodness, what an exciting season. How are you both feeling this morning?
I'm feeling so excited. Honestly, being able to see that moment and just remembering all of those feelings is just so incredible. So, cloud nine all day.
Yeah. Tired, but excited.
You're preaching to the choir. We understand tired, so you're totally allowed. And I can imagine it's so difficult to just kind of hold in the fact that you guys were the winners. You're not allowed to talk about it. Now you can kind of breathe it out, right? Look, I want to talk about your journey. Jesse, we'll start with you. You guys basically came top 5 in almost all of the legs of this race, of this season. First in 4 of those legs. What an incredible feat. But also you guys were kind of like the team to watch right from the start. You guys came in hot. What was it that kind of made you guys both stand out and basically help propel you forward so many times?
I mean, I've never been one to blend into the wall, so I stand out just in that way. But we really came in and we were just having so much fun. And luckily that resulted in those first 3 wins. And after that, every team was like, we need to get rid of this team as quickly as possible because we might win the entire thing. And we ended up winning the thing. So they were right to have a target on us.
All the U-turns, all the passes. It was just oh, them again. Oh, them again. And it was almost kind of predictable, but then it was is it going to happen? We're just looking at some shots from last night in Collingwood. Jonathan, you obviously had to take on this challenge. It was a little bit of a challenge to say the least, but I want to talk about something that you've brought up, and this is a moment you've dreamed of since you were very, very young. Was there a leg of the entire race this whole season that stood out for you, and maybe that you would say became a pivotal moment in how you guys both took on the challenge?
Oh gosh, I think that's 2 different answers there. I think the leg that we both really connected with the most was going to the Arctic and just going to the Arctic Ocean and being welcomed by those communities there. That was it felt so special to get to do that. I think for us, as a team, getting through that leg in the Thousand Islands and, being towards the back of the pack and having to recoup and then having a U-turn vote in Mississauga to follow that. And we really had to rely on each other to get ourselves through that. And yeah, we kind of rallied together, gave ourselves pep talks to take on those next challenges and survive that U-turn. So I think that was our moment in the race, but the Arctic for sure is something that I'm going to remember.
I love that. Yeah, it was definitely a moment that stood out for me as well. Jesse, can we talk about the memory challenges? Because my goodness, the last 2 legs they were so intense. If you had an opportunity, both of you, to redo one of the challenges throughout this season, what would it be?
I would love to meet that donkey again and try again. That donkey haunts my dreams so much because I was so close. But if any of my friends know me, I have a horrible memory. So I have no idea when my memory came out to shine during the race. I'm very grateful it decided to show up. It was very, very nice. Very good moment.
I don't think anybody would have told that you had a terrible memory if you had told us yourself this morning. You guys killed it in that sense. Look, I just want to point out I'm wearing my Canadian tuxedo in honor of your win this morning, and I felt also being a fan of this show, this season just felt like it was a little bit more of an homage to our Canadian pride. Did you both feel that, and maybe all the teams felt the same throughout the legs of this season, that it was just kind of a little bit more Canadian pride this time?
Honestly, 100%. I think Canada is such a beautiful place, but what made each one of the places we went so beautiful was the people there. Truthfully, the people that make up Canada are so incredible. And so just wrapping up the race and feeling so much love from coast to coast to coast was just incredible.
Amazing. Okay, so just very quickly, what's next? $250,000 richer, cars, travel. Where can we see you next? What can we expect?
Gosh, yeah, we still have to take this all in and figure that out. Definitely going on some trips soon. We definitely want to go on a celebration trip together to celebrate this whole thing. My boyfriend, I know, is expecting to be taking on some travel as well, and so are my parents. But just kind of take this all in and see what's to come next.
I love this for both of you. Jesse and Jonathan, the winners of season 11 Amazing Race Canada. Thank you for joining us. Those are air horns in the background, thanks to Billy. Congratulations to you both. I'm sure we're going to see more of you, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Bye.